plan for the new week of October 2nd to the 8th. So I am going to embellish my weekly spread bullet journal style. So it is a little bit different for this month. I am going to try bullet journal Bujo style. Just I need a little bit of refreshness and revive my planner pages, because the last couple of months, I don't know about you, but my head has just been all over the place, and I need to just focus and make my pages pretty. So then when I open it up, it makes me very, very happy. Hello, Jessie. Nice to see you here. Good day, good evening. Happy October, everybody. That is right. Happy October indeed. It's a new start to the month, new start to the week. For most of you, it'll be tomorrow. For me here in Sydney, Australia, it is Monday, the 2nd of October, and I better get going and get my planning done. So let's go. So what I'm going to do today, let me show you my desk. Let me see if I can get this all sorted. Hope you're all well. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to cover embellishing my weekly spread for October 2nd to the 8th using a Bujo or bullet journal style, and put a little bit of pizzazz to it. And then when we have time, I might just quickly flip through the different planners that I'll be touching along the way throughout the week or throughout the month. It may change a little bit later on down in the middle of the month to make sure that I am not overexerting myself with too many planners. But the way it is at the moment, it's going well. And as they say, why change things that's working? So let's have a look. So I'm going to start off. I'm going to move a few things aside. Yay! I'm back to Bujo too. Excellent, May. So hopefully we can inspire each other today with regards to setting up our pages. I'm trying to put some of my planners behind me. Okay, so this is the A5 Filofax Finsbury organizer in the color mustard. Now I am a Filofax Endlets of London ambassador, which just means I get products from them to use and experience. And I have been a Filofax lover way before I became an ambassador last year. So all the opinions are still my own. I'm not, swayed to say if it's good or anything like that. And so you will see, if you are a follower of mine, that I do love their products, and I am prone to using my ring planners more, but I do, dabble here and there with a few different planners. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my weekly spread. So let me remove this. This is my clear divided tab made using, those document envelopes, and I just cut to size. And the dividers allows me to get to my page a lot quicker and save me a little bit of time. So, and then I did add this in. I'll talk to you about this planner insert a little bit later, but I'm going to put that aside. I've got so many things happening here. So this is my bullet journal style weekly spread in a vertical layout. And so I'm going to embellish it. I have made a few markings already on the page. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Let's see. Will it focus? Some pencil markings, because I know when I do, make markings on my page, I make lots of mistakes, and then I get upset about it, and then I go reprint that page, glue it on top of the ones that I made a mistake. So I want to try and minimize the errors. Oh, hello, Al. How are you? Nice to see you here. You just made it in time for me to embellish my weekly spread. So what I'm going to do is, yes, happy Monday, happy Sunday, wherever you are in the world. I appreciate you taking a little bit of your precious time to spend with me. So hopefully you all have your favorite beverage, your favorite pens, markers, highlighters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a border around each of these vertical space here. And I'm going to use my Faber-Castell Pet Artist pen. And I think I might use I've got both the fine and the medium. So I used to use felt tip pens back in my bullet journal days. And so I do have quite a bit of them lying around. So what I'm doing with this, now of course you don't have to have my planner insert to follow along when it comes to embellishing your pages, but what I do hope for is that you can get some inspiration, some ideas on how to make your planner pages pretty, because the more attractive your planner pages are, then you are more likely to use it. You'll want to open up your planner, whether you have ring planners or disc-bound planners, and or journals that's dated or undated. The way you embellish it, whether it's with lots of colors like I do on my planner pages, or you want to keep yours minimal, is to make it so then you enjoy opening your planner, filling it up, writing your task down, because remember, we want to write our task and to-dos and everything else that's in our mind to allow space for our brains to be creative. Our mind and brain is not there to store mundane things like go to the grocery store, pick this up, email this person, reply to that person. So you want to make sure you are utilizing your planner as much as possible. So really, yes, we want to be happy, we feel full of smile. So here, I'm just going to remove that so I have a nice flat surface. So let me know if you can see this, and let me know if the volume is okay, because my mouth is quite close to the microphone and I don't want to deafen you guys. I've been having audio issues in the last couple of live stream, so I don't know. Technology sometimes, gets over my head, and I try and fix things as I think I should, and then I break something. So now what I do is I try not to touch anything, because I know I wrecked things when there was really nothing wrong with it. So there it is. Oh, a little bump there, but that's okay. That's okay. This this Saturday Sunday box there is a little bit wonky, but that's all right. We don't mind. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you letting me know. All is good. We don't mind a little bit of bumpiness in our planner page. Now, here's a little tip. If you have a gray marker, whether it's a Tombow dual brush pen like this that have the brush tip end, if you just highlight your boxes, if you do create boxes in your planner page, pick one side underneath, or the right or the left-hand side, you can create shadows. And what those shadows do, it makes your rectangular pieces on your page looks like it's popping out of the page, and then it adds that additional dimension. So I know May is going back to bullet journaling, and I know from last week Elle had said she hadn't tried bullet journaling. So really, essentially, I think the original Bujo or bullet journal concept started from Ryder Carroll, and what it is, it was just a simple dotted bullet journal, as in writing down dots, and then artistic and creative beings out there took it upon themselves to make their pages embellished, and then it allowed for people's creativity to flourish. And now if you are on Pinterest and see all the beautiful Pinterest pages that's embellished, then if you want to be artistically inclined, you can do so by making your planner pages pretty. So in this weekly spread of mine, there was a little rectangle that helped me guide me on where to color it. You don't have to color your if you have a weekly diary or weekly journal, one of the ways to add pop to pop of color to it is to make any rectangular pieces with color, and then that way it stands out a little bit more, and again it brings brightness to your page, and it makes you happy, it makes you smile, and that's what we want, because we know not every day is a happy day, and we all have different struggles in our lives. But if your planner pages can give you that little bit of smile, what nice thing would that be? And then you can walk around with a smile on your face. Then those mundane little tasks of things to do, cleaning up, maybe isn't as bad. I'm not saying they're going to be good, maybe isn't as bad. So that's the date range. And then here on this side is a calendar. So I'm just going to, again, any color markers you have, any highlighters, just use them. I might actually double that to increase the intensity of the color. So now I use 160 GSM weighted paper, which is around about 41 pounds. So because you got the 120 GSM, which is 32-pound weighted paper, I use 160. So it's just a little bit under like a cardstock thickness. But what it does is then I can be sure to use my markers, highlighters, those especially that are pigmented, and they won't bleed through or ghost on the other side of the page. So ghosting means is, you know how when you create highlights on thin paper, you see the ink showing up on the other side. So if you are able to get thicker paper from where you are, and you love to use highlighters and markers, then thicker paper will allow you to then be able to make all your markings without any worry that it will bleed through or ghost on the other side of the page. Okay, I'm going to shut up for a little bit because I know, see, 2, 3, 8. I know that I'm going to get my numbers wrong. 1, 2, 3. Can we salvage this? Yes, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I know when I talk and write my numbers all at the same time, I get it all wrong. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So talk amongst yourself, everybody. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I'm going to put 30 and 31 up here. So then again, a little calendar. So for those of you that do have dated journals or calendar, that allows you to either plan ahead what day is the 18th, or if you need to refer back to the week before, then you can then look at it that way. Now I think my number sticker pad is all. Hello Laura, how are you? Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate you being here. I'm going to see if I can have my number sticker pad. Sorry, I'm just going through my little shelves here. So this is the Carpe Diem number sticker pad. Sometimes I do run out of the numbers, so I'm going to see if I have enough of the numbers I need. So hopefully I do. If not, I may have to do makeshift stuff, cut one number from another number. Oh, I think I do. All right. So we need 2. So this is a really good number sticker pad. And as you can see, I have 2 of them because I have used quite a bit of it already on one. And so I like to stock up on it again. And, it saves you from having to write your own numbers onto your, let's see, where can I put this? I'm going to put them here, 2. And again, so then that way I am not bound by colors, because I'm not very good at color coordinating. I know I say that each and every time. Maybe I have to stop saying that, because that's not good, is it? To then just limit myself by every time voicing out what I am not good at. We got to stop doing that. It's not that we're not good at it. We're just a beginner. I don't like that the 2 is going to be the same color as the 3 because I don't have any other 3. See? You see right here, changing minds as we speak. So tell me, how is everyone's week, or how did everyone's last week go? Did you have a good week, a not so good week, an excellent week, or let's just not talk about it? For me, I had a good week. I think I'm I think I'm growing. I'm growing into my adulthood. You know, at 48, it's never too late to grow into into a more mature person. One that doesn't worry too much about things that I have no control of. So I had a good week because I had, I think, a little bit more clarity on, not worrying too much about the things I can't control. And I'm appreciating myself for where I am at the moment. Um, you know, um, don't quote me in a couple of days or in a couple of weeks because things change. But I think what's happening is I am accepting and acknowledging where I'm at. And then if I want to make changes with something, then I need to do something about it, right? I can't go on and go, oh, whoa, whoa, poor me, and then not make any changes. So I have to make sure that I take control of my own destiny. I am grateful that I have a roof over my head, and that my family's healthy, they're safe. And so if I want to make changes, I got to be the one that makes it. I can't, rely on the world to go, hey, world, give me everything I've wanted and more. So there's my TED talk for today, everybody, my philosophical mind going overboard with this thinking. Yeah, it's just I want to make sure that I'm happy. I think I've had enough of not being happy and you know making myself miserable and then not doing anything about it. So it's really my choice to be stuck in wallow if that's where I want to be, but I can't go and say why don't things work for me when I don't put the effort in myself. So that's how I am approaching October, November, and December, and not waiting for a new year to make any changes. How's that look? um Laura, nice to see you too. I'm late, but I'm here doing money stuff. Yeah, I got to do money stuff. I just have to fan myself here with my sticker book because I am getting quite hot and sweaty. I don't know if this is what that perimenopause that I spoke about. I spoke to Bette Vargas of Crazy Sexy Menopause a couple of months ago, and I didn't realize that I may be going through menopause at 48. So I do get hot flushes from time to time. So there you go. You've witnessed it here, everybody. So Laura L is so far it's okay. Weather is on and off. Yes, because you guys are going to your autumn, aren't you? I am in spring here in Sydney, Australia. So the weather is already quite hot and it's only spring. So let's go. Anna says, my week has been good, but I'm struggling to find plan. I know. And because with the new year too coming, I'm sure there's lots of planners coming out. I don't even know. I mean, I didn't even know what I wanted to use for October, let alone the new year. A student accidentally spilled water in my planner. Oh no! So I really don't like my planner right now. Maybe a good excuse to buy a new one. So that's always good. But yeah, no, spilling stuff, is never fun. That's why I have a cover on my drink bottle. Elle says, this year has been tough for many of us. We're trying to figure out if our feet are planted in the right spots. and we got to give ourselves some grace. And I think this is where I have I didn't give myself grace for the different things that was happening to me, because we got to remember, for 2 to 3 years we were in lockdown. Things changed in our environment that we've never ever seen before, and then once things opened up, suddenly we was expected to go back to normal, to the things that we used to do, when in actual fact that was 2 to 3 years of habits we had created for the environment that we were in, and to suddenly to try and go back to how it was, or try and assimilate, or go outside and do all that, it's that's a lot of pressure on our mental well-being. So I think, yeah, it has been a struggle for a lot of us. And this is where I think the community is so important. And I am so happy that I have discovered a planning community amongst you guys, that we share the love of planning, the love of stickers, washi tapes, and markers and everything, while we, be productive, but it also look after ourselves and give ourselves something to focus on that we enjoy, that gives us a little bit of time out from all those swirling, anxious thoughts in our head, and then go play. I read recently in one of those memes that play is not a break from learning. Play is learning. For children, when they're playing, they're getting to manage the world around them. When they're playing with colors and mixing those colors, and they all become murky brown, and I'm guilty of telling my son, don't mix the colors too much now. The red and the blue is no longer purple when you mix all these other colors. But that's learning. That is part of taking risks, part of taking, how things work out how things work. So May says, "Oh, Marianne, head for the freezer." I know. I need one of those little freezers or little fridge, for the makeup next to my face, because look, you can see some gleam and shine in my face. But all good, all good. So true, exactly right. That things are changed, and then we are expected to go back to how it was, when no, we go to manage different ways to the different things. So that's my weekly spread. I am also going to add, I love to add washi tapes. I don't know where this one is from. This is from um many I don't know whether it's from here in Kmart Australia, as part of a pack. You can see there's not a lot left. It's a fave of mine, so I'm just going to add that to add some color to the top of my page. Tell me, he who loves washi stickers, washi washi, yes, getting all hot and flustered, and probably to, it may not even be the menopause, perimenopause. It might just be all the lights I have here for my little tiny little meter square space studio. All right. So the other things I could add to, have the theme of um, flowers. See, I've got flowers. So if you haven't watched my setup for the October habit tracker and my mood and sleep tracker, that is I think Saturday's one. So I might embellish the pages. So whatever stickers you have, whatever washi tapes, I'm not sort of I'll probably do the Halloween theme a little bit closer to the end of the month, and then but because it is spring here, so for you guys that it's in autumn, maybe you can draw some fall leaves onto your page. If leaves are easy to draw. Just check Pinterest. Check Pinterest for inspiration. There's a lot of little drawings that show you how to do the little drawings. So then there we go. Maybe we might add some at the top here. So yep. Jessie, love my paper tape and stickers. Gotta love the washi. And I have so many washi. Every time I go to the shop and I see new sets of washi tapes, I buy them, and in the hopes that one day I'll use them too. told myself maybe I should use the ones I have first before getting more new ones. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Sometimes I surprise myself with these things. Now, the other thing I will put on here, so let me grab my calendar to make sure I add the things that I need to add. So then it is front of mind. So any events, bills that's happening for your week, and you do have a weekly spread, try and make sure to pop them in your page. So then when you're looking at it, you don't have to try and remember what date your bill's supposed to come out, what date something is supposed to happen. So let's see, Tuesday. So today is a public holiday for us here in Australia, and I'm still on school holiday for until next week. So for Tuesday, I have a 4 a.m. Coach call that I go on for an online what am I trying to say, course that I'm doing. And then there is also a 6 a.m. What is this, Q&A for another online course. And then hopefully my husband starts his new job. It's been put off for another week, and another week starts new job because of a couple of checks that they got to do and everything else. So what I want to do to add color to my page, I'm going to get my zebra mild liner. Is this a zebra mild? Is this zebra? Yes. And then I'm going to get this stencil. So this is from Chrissy-Ann Designs. Actually, I forgot to pop it in the description. I'll make sure to put that after. Chrissy-Ann Designs. It's a collaboration with Katie K of Instagram, and then they created this stencil. And so it's got all these different size check marks, and I love this one here because the width of it is the same width as the zebra mild liner chiseled end. So I just like to color coordinate my tasks. So I put blue as, my learning, and then I've got this one which is color code for my husband's stuff. So then I know. So this is what I do. Anything that's top of mind for the day, I just put it on top of my weekly spread. So then when I'm planning for that day, so for example for tomorrow, and I need to look at it tonight, that I need to be planning ahead and don't forget those things. So what else? And then on Thursday there is a 7 a.m. brain hack webinar. 7 a.m. webinar. So tell me, anyone else here a serial online course purchaser like me? Because you know what? I do love the art of learning, training. Congratulations. Yes. Congratulations for my husband. Is that right, Jesse? Is that one? I got a bit late to reply to that one. Yeah, so hopefully my husband's new job starts soon. But, we're trying not to stress because it's been pushed back. And it's like, "Grr." But that's okay. We're not going to let these sort of things stress us, even though it is quietly. It's stressing us out. But that's okay. We're on holidays, school holidays. So there we go. So that is my weekly spread for October 2nd to the 8th. And then all I'm going to do is then add, of course, this one. Don't forget today's one. So today's one is, so I had to change my time to go live today on Monday at 6:30 because our time moved forward because it's now daylight saving started for us here on the 1st of October. And I was so confused. I had set the time to go at 4:30, but then I'm going, no, that means it's an hour ahead, an hour for you guys. And then I woke up at 2:30 and go, oh no, it's all wrong. And then I changed it. So hopefully I didn't confuse anybody at all with all my changing of times. But I appreciate you guys joining me, and hopefully it's not confusing. Oh yes, I'm in the middle of an online nutrition course right now. May, that's fantastic, because I know, like, when we first met here on my community, you wanted to go and uh, incorporate walking daily. I'm so happy. I need to look at nutrition too, but I'm not too bad with food. What it is I eat too much junk food, you know. Well, not too much, but yeah, I'm trying to get into a better physical being by working out consistently. Not, you know, not those ones where it takes 2 hours to work out, but just adding workout into my daily routine, so then it doesn't become a chore. I'm still trying to figure out how to make it fun, because it's not one of the most funnest things that I do. What do we think of that? Give me a thumbs up if you like the spread, and I'll make it more colorful later. Oh, and the other thing that I bought, I have to find out where you guys, if you guys can get this online. So this is BGM Clee stamp, and this one is all the self-care stuff. And so I might add, let's see, I might add workout today, so then I know that I can have to work out. So well, I'll stamp her and you can see, and then I just use, I just get, you know, a stamp pad I found somewhere in this little dabba. I bought all of these things when I thought I was going to make greeting cards. Again, another one of those hobbies that I wanted to start. Not only am I a serial online course purchaser, I'm also a serial online hobby starter. And for me, let me see, make sure that I've got enough space here. For me, I'm one of those that when I do a hobby, I try and purchase all the stuff I need for me to start. Oh, look at her. She's so cute. You know, I purchase all the colors if I'm doing a what do you call this, you know, a drawing hobby. I need to purchase all the yarn if I'm doing a macrame hobby. I need to purchase all the equipment if I want to be a YouTuber. So I am a serial hobby starter and need to go and purchase all the things before I think I can start a hobby. It's one of my vice, people. And sometimes my husband just goes, yeah, just get it. If you're going to get it anyway, why are you asking me? Poor hubby. So there. So now I have a little stamp. So I'm going to use these little stamp throughout the week. See, there's a yoga. Oh, that's me. That's probably me every day if I had. And then there's catching up with friends, a little sign, working. That's probably also I need to do that. Maybe pop that there. Let me pop that there. So who? Thank you for the thumbs up, everybody. Irene, Budgeting Mama says yes. May, and also Jessie. And yes, so cool. Aren't they so cool? And so again, when I go and walk up and down the aisle of stationery stores, not meaning to buy stuff, but you know, just seeing what's out there, and then, you know, if I see something I like that sparks ideas for my planner pages, then I purchase it, as long as, of course, it is not, you know, too expensive and it's something that I know I will use. So there's that one. So she's working at the laptop. So let's color her hair. And so this one here is Pilot Pen Acroball 3. So it's got 3 different color ink inside. So this is the black, the blue, and the red. And so I like using this one because when I'm taking notes, I write red for the date, and then blue for the heading. And then also the great thing is it doesn't smudge. See that? There is no smudge. So I think it's water-based. Is what they call it, water-based. So maybe it's not water-based. Maybe I should figure out all the right terminology before I say stuff. But it doesn't smudge. That's all I have to say, is it doesn't smudge. So let me show you. So there's the black one. Hello. And then let's do a light colored. Okay. See? And there's no marking on the highlighter. So if you take notes and you highlight things and you want something that doesn't smudge, the Acro Ball. So Pilot Pen also, I think, do the G2, and that one's no good for highlighting because that smudges. That's more for I think notes that you want to last. So if you know you write and you don't need to highlight, that's a good one. But if you're looking for, so that one, and I know the Pentel Energel as well. This barrel is the cleaner, but the ink is also one that doesn't smudge as much. So there we go. Oh my goodness, look at the cute little girl. No, it's not girl really, lady. And then I'll do that on Sunday because I need to do some face mask thingy-bobby as part of my self-care. All right, so that is my weekly spread. And so what I'm going to do actually while you guys are here, I know it's now coming to the top of the hour with 20 minutes, I'm going to color in my Wheel of Life tracker based on how I did with my 7 key areas of focus from the week before. So let me color it in. So then that way, this week, I will get to see what area I need to focus my attention on. And then that way, I don't go and neglect that key area. I had an 800 rubber stamp collection, gave it to my niece. Well, I had the Copic markers. So the Copic markers, I think, are about, the bigger pens are $9.95 each, and then the smaller one was $6.95 each. And I pretty much bought nearly all the colors because I thought I want to do color in for greeting cards. But in the end, no, I wasn't good. I didn't continue doing that, but I gave it to my son, who is now in a visual arts and design school. And then Copic markers is one of the mediums they use. So like you, mine didn't go to waste, Jessie. So it's really important. Is it better than the Jetstream pens? I haven't tried Jetstream pens. Although I have seen Jetstream, I think from the Jet Pens YouTube site. But yeah, so it was able to, I was able to highlight over it without it smudging. So yeah, wow. Yeah. All right. So now I'm going to remove this so it doesn't shine on you guys. So let's have a look. So this one is my Wheel of Life methodology by Zig Ziglar. So in 7 key areas. So it's mental, spiritual, social, career, physical, family, and finance. So last week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I read or learnt 5 days out of the 7. So I color in 5 segments of that pie, and then let's have a look. Oh, where did my green one go? Green marker, there it is. So for spiritual, I meditate 1, 2, 3. I only meditated 3 days out of the 7. And then I connected. So whether that's I DM'd, I called, I FaceTimed family or friends, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I color in 5 of that segment. And then for orange is career. So career for me is sort of like my content creation. So IPA for me, IPA is income producing activity. So did I do something in my day to make income producing activity? So that doesn't mean that I made money that day, but what it is did I do any priority or task that would lead to income producing activity? So I did every day because I had a little project I wanted to complete that I'd been wanting to do for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I worked or walked 5 days out of the 7 last week. So that's a little bit better than none or one. Clean up. So 3 days, 1, 2, 3. I action my cleaning task, but my finance, which is for the moment tracking our expenses, I only did 1 day out of the week. Now, the reason for that at the moment, I really don't want to look at our finance because we have been using for most part savings because for those of you that don't know, I stopped homeschooling my son, so I brought in my husband to help me out because I to help heal my mental well-being, and I thought I'd go do content creation full time for a little bit. Unfortunately, at the stage that it's at as a one-person band, it's not enough to be able to support our family in full. So, in order to, of course, not to jeopardize the financial well-being of my family, husband looked for a job, going back to work, and hopefully starts on Tuesday, tomorrow. And then, so for the moment, I haven't really wanted to look at the finance side because a lot of it, the budget categories is being funded, majority of it with the savings we've had, after we got ourselves out of debt. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Wheel of Life tracker. So this is the Bujo style or bullet journal style. I make a mark on each habit when I completed it. So, for example, I already meditated this morning before coming on. So I've already made a mark with my Kuretake Zig Clean Color Dot marker. So one side is a soft cushy sponge, and depending on the pressure you put on the paper, the bigger the dot is. So where's that little piece of paper? So if it's just a very light tap, then it's a small dot. If it's a more pressure, it's a bigger dot and bigger dot. Do be mindful though that these are quite inky, so if you have only thinner paper or not a heavier weighted paper, you will get ghosting or bleed through on the other side of your page. See how you can see a little bit of what they call ghosting. Woo! Ghost. Okay, so now based on this Wheel of Life pie chart, for this week, I need to focus on looking at our expenses because I know I have gotten away with a little bit of retail therapy, and I can't do that, to ease too much of my pain and anxiety, especially when I already have a lot of stationery at home. So I need to be mindful, and for me to be mindful about my spending is to track it, because I won't know what's happening. Or they say you don't wonder where your money went if you don't know where it's going. So by tracking it on a daily basis for me is easier, because then it doesn't get away. Because I don't know about you, my online banking, when the transactions come out, the transaction came out on the Sunday, but it will show up on the Thursday on this, and then it confuses me. So then tracking it on a daily basis allows you to make sure you are aware exactly where your finance is. So that's the Wheel of Life pie chart. So now, hands up who still has a little bit of time to hang out with me to do a quick flip through of the different planner pages that I will be using for October. I know a lot of you have to go, what's this, Sunday? I'm sure wherever you are, if the weather is good, you want to spend it outside. But if you still want to hang out with me, say me. Keep going, please, Marianne. Let me know as I clean up my desk here. I used to work at Starbucks, where pretty much, and I still do this as a thing is anyway, is, clean as you go. If you set your desk area, I'm still on, my young man has woken up and he's going, I'm on camera. Zach, I'll finish soon. And then clean as you go. So then that way you are more likely to have a good workspace when it's nice and clean. So there we go. Yes. Elle says yes, keep going while I read this. Ooh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I actually bought a new Revlon, what do you call them? Elle, help me, foundation. I don't know which one it is, but it's the first time in a long time that I have picked a shade that's is my color. Because you know how when you only do, you do the skin test at the bottom. Jessie says yes, keep going. Yes, Laura. I never know what. Vexna, hope I'm saying that, says yes, yes. Anna says yes. Benedict says hello, hello. Costa Rica is raining so much. Oh no. It was raining here like in the mornings, I guess with spring and all that, isn't it? The what do you call it? The weather do change. As I cool myself down, Jessie says please do continue. Yes, May. See, I think Bette Vargas of Crazy Sex and Mama calls it the brain farts when you're going through perimenopause. But I think I forget my words way before at this age. So I'm always, what's that word again? Tell me what that word again. And my husband's going, I don't know. I don't know what's in your mind, darling. All right, so keep going. Okay, so let's just have a look. So I have gone back to my A5 size planner. I'll show you that in a second because that is sort of like the main one. Let me put that aside. So this one is the Sequence A6 grid notebook. And so I use this as my gratitude log. So every morning, almost morning, I write in it what I'm grateful for. Sometimes I'll just write one little thing. Sometimes I'll write more than, one thing. This is a free printable from Plan with B. I'll add all these things into the description when I finish because some of them I haven't added. So bear with me. But Plan with B on Instagram has these free calendar cards you can print out. As you can see, I have them in June, July. So they're quite cute. You can add them onto your planner. So this I use for my gratitude journaling in the morning. So I just, before anything else or before majority of stuff, I write what I'm grateful for. And then I just use my zebra mild liner, highlighter with the black ink. So then it's colorful. See, you can see how I like to keep things nice and colorful. And then I also add printed pictures from my HP Sprocket photo printer. So then when I look back at this, later on, I'm going to have such a wonderful read of all the different things I'm grateful for, maybe reflect on it for those times that may be a little bit hard. I am grateful I am able to move things around in our flat and give myself a little project when I'm feeling anxious. I am happy with the outcome. See, that I was able to do that I got off the couch, got out of bed to make some changes in my little apartment that make me happy. So that I use for my gratitude journaling Sequence A6 grid notebook. And then I just added all these happy planner stickers, transparent stickers to make it a little bit different. So that's that one. Let me know if you also have a little dedicated journal or notebook for gratitude journaling. And I have found that gratitude journaling has made things a little bit easier. May not have fixed things, but looking for the good things in life allows you to see more good things rather than focusing on the negative, especially when you do feel a little bit stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed. The next one, this is my Let's of London from the Conscious Living collection. So this is in A6 2023-2024 academic calendar. But what I use it for, so this one is week to view, so a full week to view. But what I use this for is for my fitness tracker. So like I said, I am having a little bit of a difficult time trying to stick to consistently working out. So I want to make sure I'm still trying to figure out what to do. I have actually in the description trying to put together a free simple habit tracker for those habits that don't stick. Because all the stuff that I love doing, I like to do, gratitude journaling because I'm playing with my pens, markers, and highlighters. But things that aren't so good for me, it's a little bit more difficult. So for the moment, what I'm using is a week to view fitness tracker. So if you have any little calendar around, and then I just write down the different exercises that I want to do. And that is based on I purchased many years ago the Body Boss Ultimate Body Guide, and this one is the pre-training version, so light. It's actually quite hard already. And then I just write all these different moves into here, because I find when I write it down like this is a form of reward for me. Checking things off, marking things down, making planner pages pretty is a reward for me. So it gives you that dopamine hit. So that's one. That is for my fitness tracker. All right. May says, I have a gratitude list in my Bujo. Fantastic. I love that. And keep looking for those wins. And they don't have to be big wins, do they, May? They just can be that I have electricity today. I have my gratitude into the Bujo and do a 3-year diary. Yes, I also do a 5-year diary. It's always great to look back and how far we've come from where we were. Hopefully I'm saying your name, Vecna. I do appreciate you being here, and welcome. Thank you so much for tuning into here. So Vecna says, I'm planning to create a gratitude journal too. I think it really helps with mental. Oh, it sure does. I do not know where I would be if I didn't look for some good stuff in my day when I was feeling quite low. I think my mental well-being would have been much lower, and cloudy thoughts would have been in there much longer if I didn't do a gratitude log. 1 gratitude and 1 victory a day. Oh, I'll show you my little victory log a little bit later on too. All right, so that's a little printout of the Body Boss. Hopefully one day I'll finish the actual pre-training. Another Let's of London A6 diary. This one again is a 2023-2024 academic diary. This one is 1 page a day. So I've been playing around how I've been using it. So as you can see, I've paper clipped, I think this is August and September, and now we're into October. First, I wrote down what did I write? Things I wanted to happen for the day. So I guess it's like that affirmation, write down what you want to happen and you'll manifest it. I wasn't doing it as regularly. And then in September, I started writing just a reflection, and but again, I wasn't as consistent. So for October, I'll pop in the description after the live stream. Ali Abdal just put out a recent video about how journaling has helped him, and I know it's helped me too. And so there he goes through a few different prompts of what things to write. So I want to just write 1 page a day, and so then that way I'm not overexerting myself trying to think up of lots of pages and pages of things to do, but things like whatever's in my head at the time. And this is a reflection. I'm going to use this one as a reflection diary of whatever's just in my head, because what I found, whether I'm worrying, whether I'm anxious, whether I'm happy, if I write it down, things start to flow out of that brain of mine. It's like a mental vomit. Blah! And then you actually go, oh, well, I want to do this and I want to do that. And so I'm hoping if I do this on a consistent basis that I start to believe in myself. I haven't been believing in myself for a long, long while. I've stopped myself from doing the things that I know I can do, but it's just that part of my brain that says, what if this happens? What if you fail? What if you're not good enough? What if people laugh at you? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, brain, stop it. I would never say those things to a friend of mine. And so now I have to treat myself as my really, really good friend and not be so harsh on myself. So hopefully reflecting on things daily will help me, work things through, because once it's out of your head and down on paper, you're a little bit more rational because you're sort of separated from it. You're separated from yourself and you're looking from the outside rather than from being stuck in there. So reflection, it's something new that I'm going to be starting. So again, let me know if this is something that you do already. If not, is this something, it doesn't have to be every day, if you don't have time. But what I've found is if you actually put the time for things that matter most to you, you will find more time. This was like it's so funny because you go, I don't have time for that. I'm too busy. But what happens is the too busy stuff is actually things that don't matter to you. It's just things that we put on our task and to-do list that, if they don't get done, nothing falls apart. But yet we don't put the time on ourselves, and guess who falls apart? We do. And so time for us, me time, self-care, and use your planner as a way to make sure that you're looking after yourself. All right. So May says reflection diary is such a good idea too. Yeah, and start small, because I know if I try and make myself try and do it every day, it's just going to be put too much effort. So even if it's just one sentence a day, and if you don't know, Ali Abdal says, if you don't know what to write, just write, it's now Monday morning at 7:30 and I just finished my live stream or something like that. And then things will start to flow. So, I do mirror work. I did that. I think a couple of years back, I did Mel Robbins' mindset reset, and she talked about, the high-fiving yourself in the morning. I did that for a little bit, and I looked at myself and, told myself, you're going to do good today, girl. Come on. You're good at things. You can do it. And then again, one of those things that stopped me was just got into my own head or thinking that it's too hard. So yeah, big smile. I love that. Okay, so next, the other thing that I'm going to be using for the month of October, again, things may change. So I have already done a flip through, a more intensive flip through of this. Once this video is processed, I'll pop a link at the top there, but check out my playlist. So this is my Filofax Malden organizer, personal size, in the color ochre. Bear with me. I'm going to go and mute myself while I drink my water. So you don't hear me gulping away. So this one, so I was for a couple of months in the personal size, but I think it was Irene, Budgeting Mama, that says that I am happiest at my A5. And of course, because I will be homeschooling from home and I work from home, I can afford to have a bigger planner at my desk because I don't have to go travel with it, because sometimes the bigger planners can be quite big, or you need a bigger bag. It can be heavy if you're traveling on public transport. So I can afford to have the bigger size planner because I'm not carrying it about. But I did try the personal, and I am using this for a while to have a lot of my other stuff in there. The next video that'll be coming up is how to make these personal size pocket dashboard that you can use like this, or you can use as sinking funds. So if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, make sure subscribe, please hit that button to get notified of when I will upload new videos. But this is a good way to change your cover page, make a little sort of like scrapbooking cover. You can use it, as I said, as an envelope sticker. So I'll go through this because there is an intensive planner flip already. So there's my task cards, another dashboard. So what I'll have here is I'll have my 5-year journal. So there's September. I've just popped in October. So daily I write the next day of what happened the day before. So this is my 3rd year. And then I also add I haven't add any pictures, so I also add stuff pictures at the end, and then I have the notes that I take. So there's my clear divided tabs, the notes that I take for the book that I'm reading, and then I have my list of stuff. So stuff for things that I know I need to do but don't know yet when or the outcome. So this is based on David Allen's book, How to Get Things Done. So that's available in my shop as well. List of stuff in different variety of sizes. So if you do want to get any of my printable download, you can go to my website at marianecresp.com. And the majority of the stuff that I use, I created myself for my own personal use. And somehow lovely people like, like yourselves go, where did you get that? And I said, I made it myself, and then made it available to purchase for other people to use as well. So a list of stuff, and then someday maybe. So things I want to do but don't know yet that it's in the immediate future. So I'll write it down, learn the piano. Look, what's this one? Watch this VidCon that I got free tickets to. I have my projects list. So project, according to David Allen, is any task that have more than 2 actionable steps. So as soon as it needs more than one step. So for example, if you need to change the oil in your car, you got to go call the mechanic, you got to book a place. So that becomes a project according to his methodology. And then what you do is you break it down into actionable steps. So then it's not too, guess what? Overwhelming, and then you go, oh my god, it's too much work to do all stuff. It's just break it down into bite-sized pieces. So then you'll just do, well, I'll do those one little action today, I'll do the next little action tomorrow. And that's where a project list comes in handy. And then other things here's just little YouTube stuff that I made with, what do you call these, sticky note flags, and I added some labels with my label maker. And so these are just little prompts that I have for myself that I have learned from the different courses I had. So this 7R framework is from Sean Cannell's Video Ranking Academy, where I met Elle from Elle Naturally, who's also a YouTuber. Check out her YouTube channel for skincare, hair care stuff. So there's the different things and YouTube things, content ideas that pop into mind that I have to work on, and then just card stuff and little stickers at the back. So that is my personal Malden organizer. Let's have a look at the chart. Yeah. Hey. Oh, hey, Markus. How are you? Here I am talking away, and I didn't know you snuck right in. Markus, hello, everybody. Hi, everyone. Hello, Markus. Thank you so much for joining me. I don't know if I had put the because I'm in different time, Markus, and I was saying to everyone earlier that I think I stuffed up my time when I first scheduled it. I put it 2 hours beforehand. Went, oh, I don't know these daylight saving things. And I think a lot of you in the North America, you'll have your daylight saving start in November. So hopefully we can all be in sync again, because if the 6:30 start for me here, when school and work starts, means it's the busy time of the day when everyone's in the kitchens and making lots of noise. So I may have to change it back. So be forewarned and beware. And hi, Markus. Okay, so now let's get to the major planner that I'll be using for the month of October. Again, things may change. This one is the A5 Filofax Finsbury in the color mustard. Use Time Buddy. Time Buddy. Which one's that one? Time Buddy. Please let me know. Is that the YouTube Buddy? Yes, let me know. Yeah, let me know, Markus, what the Time Buddy is. Is that an app for stuff that I had asked? Okay, so let me show you what I had here. I don't have pictures of myself because I love myself that much. Hopefully it will help motivate and inspire me to freaking lose the weight that I put on, that I've been whinging about. When I was a little bit skinnier, a couple of, probably, what's this, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, who knows? Because I actually started the Instagram channel that I'm on now, doing my outfits of the day to inspire me to go and lose weight, because my mum and I did a boot camp, 3 days a week, woke up at 6 o'clock to go at the park and do the exercises. And this was the result of us doing consistent exercises. And I haven't gotten back to that size for a long time. So that's why it's there. It's not because I love looking at myself all the time. I wish I loved myself more, but I've been hard on myself a little bit more. So that's the inspiration of where I am hoping to be if I consistently work out on a regular basis. So anyway, here we go. This is my pocket dashboard for the A5 size. There is a video, a recent video on how to make that using laminating sheets. My October planner pages. So the planner pages I'm using is the bullet journal style planner bundle. So it has all the printables you need for the month. It's got your habit tracker, mood and sleep trackers, the wheel of life, which you saw earlier, a gratitude log, so 1 line a day. So if you're just starting out doing your gratitude log, it's an app for time zones. Yeah, I think I use Time Buddy as well, but I was miscalculating my time, thinking that I'm supposed to go, because I went an hour ahead. I should go an hour back, but then I went an hour too far back. But I got it right, I think, anyway. But I'm here and you guys are here, which is all that's important. So like I said, if you're just starting out gratitude journaling, just doing 1 line a day. And I think, it is called 1 line a day. So I am grateful I got a lot of my tasks done today. That was yesterday. I was really pleased with myself, and even snuck in a nap in between. I embellished that this morning with you guys, adding stickers, drawing all the lines, and even stamping, and then all 5 weeks worth of pages. And then I am actually also adding in this daily, because I do have a lot more tasks I know coming up once homeschooling starts, that I need extra page to write down any tasks that do come up along the week. So I just add that in between my page, and then I can just fold that, so then I can still see the other week. So this is the foldable daily planner insert. And so I've just already, these are tasks that I had carried over from the week before that I didn't action. So that's that. And then I've already printed all the other ones. Just a little to-do list for yesterday, because 1st of October started on the Sunday. And then just some notes from, like I said, Ali Abdaal's recent video about journaling. So do check that out, because there's lots of stuff that I took lots of notes from it, and I'm going to incorporate some of those prompts to help me what to write when I'm journaling. Victory log, so I'll start that this week. So writing a win or a victory for the day, and then I have that as well. And then I have my self-care, scheduling my breaks. So I need to schedule a lunch date with my husband. I need to do all my self-care. So pedicure, manicure, face mask, making sure take 1 to 2 hours off every week for yourself. And then micro breaks are your breathing, gratitude log. I've got my monthly budget pages in here. Like I said, once hubby starts getting a income, I'll be able to start doing that. But I did start writing down our expenses for the week. And then I have a period tracker that I created, because, perimenopause and all those stuff, you need to make sure to have postmenopause is have 366 days of not having your period. I am mantras. I am a reader. I'm a learner. I am active. I am healthy. So those, this is Bette Vargas 3 Keys ebook. So Crazy Sexy Menopause of movement, meal, mindset, and meals. What else? And then to-do list, cleaning list. I also have all the different divided tabs for it, so then I can just flick to those pages. Ideas list, worry log. So when I start to worry and get it out of my head and down on paper. And then my future log. So anything that events or any dates that come up that's not next month or this month, I write it down in my future log. And then I also have uploaded a new 2024 printable. So let's say, for example, you have something coming up in February of next year and you don't have your planner yet. You write it down here, say, let's say the 17th, you write it down, need to attend, blah, blah, blah. So you have it there. And then you refer to your future log when you are planning the current month. I'm almost done with my perimenopause year. Yeah, I think, well, as you can see, where was that thing that I had, Jessie? I think I'm, 30 days, no, 90 days into it. So I've got all these still to go, but I need to do a blood test this month to check my estrogen and all those hormone stuff. I don't know. I'm new to it and I'm just learning as I go. So future log, and then goals tracker. So this is I need to fill this out. So red means I didn't work out, green means I did, and I have to fill in all this. This one is from the debt-free charts. So I'm going to rewatch this video and live stream, make sure everything I mention and show that I do have the links in the description below, because I want to make sure you also know how to get these things, because sharing is caring. And speaking of caring and sharing, please give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying our planner flip through and our catch up and my weekly spread update. And of course, if you think a planner friend of yours also would get lots of value from it, do share, because sharing is caring. Folic, yes, see all that stuff, Jessie. I think so. Once I get my blood test, I'll know more about it. Sharing is caring, isn't it? And I love you guys for being here and sharing your time with me. My mood tracker, again from the debt-free charts. Well, home deposit is a long way. It's so expensive here in Sydney, Australia, but we're still, still putting some money in savings. YouTube tracker. This one is from the Organized Money. So Elena sells this in her Etsy shop. So I like to have, tracking and making colorful trackers like this allows you to see your progress, allows you to get those dopamine hits when you are ticking through. So each of these lines here is a video or a live stream I've created. This one was from 26th of October. And see, I still have to go and fill out more because I have created way more. Oh, this one was March. And I've created nearly on average, 2 videos a week here on YouTube. And then just some notes. And then again, as a serial online challenge signer-upper, I took the Marissa's Crack Your Course idea because I want to try and see if I can create a course. I love learning. I think I'm just addicted to learning, everybody. So she has some free printables there. So if you do, I think the sign up, I think, is the last day today. But Crack Your Course idea if you want to have a check that out. These are the fun trackers. So my Instagram tracker here, little Polaroid. And so all the milestone movies tracker. So I printed out. Hey, Stephanie. Have you? Dang, I'm late to the party. Hello, Stephanie. I know. Oh, I think I stuffed up. You may, if you had look at my previous stuff. Stephanie's here, everybody. So a movies tracker. So I just printed these movie posters on Word document to size. I think there's a video of that too. I have lots of these videos because a lot of you ask, how did you print tiny little posters? So that's there, videos tracker. Now I track my movies because these are the movies that I watch with my husband, and I wanted to track it because I wanted to make sure I watch more movies with him because it means quality time with my husband or my family. Books. Now, I started this again this year, and so some of these I reread twice. So just relearning, because sometimes when you're reading books, you know, you forget the other things and such valuable nuggets. Reading list. I do a I rate them. TV shows, again, a good way for me to track, the times I sit down with my husband on the couch and watch movies that we like. What's this one? Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. I need to go and pop that there. TV's tracker. 52 week savings challenges. So all these trackers are available in my shop at marianecresp.com. Sorry to harp on that, but in case any of you go, where did you get that? It is from my shop, and it is available in A5, Happy Planner Classic, letter size, and then just some other things that I have here. I think I did a tutorial on how to create these different hand lettering fonts. So if you ever want to know how to jazz up your pages and your headers, then I have these 5 different ways you can go and write your hand lettering fonts and make your pages pop, 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 looking good as that. So, uh, love, lots of love. Yes, lots of love. We love love. I love love. I said to sometimes I watch these, these shows like Love Island or things that are, people having difficult time with their relationships, and I said to husband, oh, divorce is hard, fighting is hard, can we just like love each other and stay married, please, because it's just too much work. And I said, I joke with him, if we ever divorce, you're keeping the kids. I'll go on a holiday. So that is my A5 planner for October. Like I said, I'll probably change things up, but the one that's most important for the moment is the bullet journal style, the planner pages. So now what I'll do, I don't think I've added it to anywhere on my list, but what I'll do is, if you want to see how I more bullet journal style setups that I did, I will have a link in the description below, or once this video is finished, it'll be up here so you can click or tap the screen. But I do appreciate you all. Thank you so much for joining me on this very nice 1.5 hour long live stream. I have enjoyed myself. I hope you have too, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everybody. Bye.